So I'm here with Richard from Porcupine Tree at the Manchester Academy. How's it going, man?
Yeah, fine, good. It's nice to be back here after it's been built properly.
Yeah.
So we spent the last time out in the sort of porter cabins in December.
Oh, really?
It's terrible, but
quite rough then, was it?
it was rough, yeah.
Cool. So touring through the UK at the moment. How's the tour going so far?
Very good. We've only just come back to the UK. We've been all around Europe for about 6-7 weeks. And we're just doing our last 4 shows in the UK, and this is the second to last one, and should be good tonight. Yeah.
Now your latest album, then The Incident, came out a little while ago. It's quite a good album. It's supposed to be sort of one song sort of vibe. How happy are you with the album so far?
Oh, we're happy. Yeah, we're always generally happy when we've made an album. Otherwise, we just wouldn't release it. But yeah, we think it's one of our strongest works. It's seems to have gone well critically and commercially. It is kind of one song. I mean, you can look at it different ways. It could be 14 tracks. It could be one song. We see it as sort of 5 different sections. But I mean, the whole thing just flows really well, and we've been playing it live in the first half of the show every night.
How's that been going down live?
Good. Yeah, the audience has kind of got into it. They've been pretty respectful of it. There's a lot of kind of extreme dynamics, so it does get very quiet, and they've kind of gone with it and got into the mood.
That's cool. Now, when you were in the studio then, how was the writing process? Was it quite relaxed, or did you go in thinking we really need to change a few things around and try and make this different?
Yeah, I don't think we thought too hard about it. There's sort of 2 writing processes with Porcupine Tree. One is that Stephen goes off and writes on his own, and then he brings the material to the band. And then the other one is that we all work as a band together out in isolation in the countryside for a couple of weeks. And we just work every day together, and material comes out of that as well. Both very different, but it all goes to make the Porcupine Tree sound. Yeah.
No, so you said you work in the countryside and that. Do you find that makes a big difference? Because I know a lot of bands in the 60s and 70s did that. I mean, and a lot more bands are now writing in cities. Do you think it has a big effect on how bands write?
Yeah, I think the important thing is that you're all together all the time, which kind of sounds horrible, but when you're working, it's quite interesting because you've got 4 opinions and 4 personalities, and the music can kind of change direction at any moment, just based on an opinion or a comment or somebody coming up with an idea. So it's quite inspiring because you get sort of complete feedback from each other. Whereas if you're working in isolation, you can get a bit, you can lose the plot a bit, and
one way of thinking.
It's a different thing, yeah.
Now your live shows are known for your multimedia approach. Really, how did this start, and how happy so are you? I guess it really individualises you guys. I mean, how did it all start, really?
Well, there was a Danish filmmaker who was a fan of the band initially, and he submitted some artwork to us, which we really liked. It became the cover of an album quite a while ago. So since then we started using photography, and then we kind of got interested in his film work, and he has a kind of similar vision. He's got a sort of quite a dark side, and he manages to get across the lyrical content, in imagery, and so we started to use films, and that kind of became more and more an important part of the group, whereas now, about half the material has film backing, and for us it's an important part of the show. We're not like kind of pop stars. We don't go, we don't really project as
X Factor.
No, so kind of, we go up there and we do it, and but we like there to be a mood, rather than just go for the whole clap your hands, sing along style, where you're just based,
Now you guys signed to Roadrunner Records in 2006, which really has built itself up as one of the big standing labels in rock and metal. How's your relationship so far with Roadrunner?
Yeah, it's good. Well, certainly with Roadrunner UK and Europe, it's been very good. I mean, we're kind of a little bit outside of their sort of genre. They have a lot of quite metal bands, but they have, exactly. And we saw what a good job they did with Opeth, who are friends of ours, and they were interested in a band, and it seemed a natural thing to try, and it's been fantastic. We've only just signed with them in the States, so we're not sure how that's all going to work out. But you know, we got the album to number 25 in the States, so that's a real breakthrough for us.
How important would you say a sort of a good record company or a good record deal is to the success of a band? Because obviously more bands now go in the independent route. Do you think major labels still hold quite a bit of weight for a band's success?
I think they can make the difference in terms of marketing something and promoting it. Just the whole press thing. It helps to have that sort of machinery. But on the other hand, they're not as powerful these days for bands like us who are kind of self-sufficient now. So, you know, they don't tell us what to do. You know, we make the album we want to make, and then we license it to them. So it's, you know, here's the album, but we'll have that back in 5 years. Whereas, of course, when you're not in that position, you have to give them your album, and they own it. You'll never own it again. You know, so it's quite good that that's happened in the industry now.
Obviously, you know, 2009's wrapping up, Christmas coming soon. Really, what are the plans for the new year for Porcupine Tree?
Well, we've still got plans before Christmas. We're going to India.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, next week, and we're doing one show in Mumbai, and that's going to be amazing, I think.
Have you guys been to India before then? No, because it's not many sort of bands do travel up that side of the world.
I guess not. No, we always go where we're invited. If there's any kind of interest, we'll go. And next year, hopefully, we'll go to South America as well.
Right, yeah, because that's gaining a lot more popularity. South America, there seems to be a lot more demand for that, for all rock music down there now.
Yeah. So once we get back from India, well, it'll already be 23rd, 24th of December, and then we have a whole month off, and then I think it's Australia in February.
So you're hoping to come back in the UK maybe in the summer sort of time?
We've got plans to do something in the UK near to the autumn, yeah, but it's not quite formal yet.
Well, cool. Richard, thank you very much for having a chat with me today. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thanks very much.